Hi, welcome back to HomeTime. When it comes to a home's architecture, you don't typically apply the same level of detail to things like mailboxes or flower boxes like you do to the rest of the house plan. But you look around this place with the unique columns and the brackets, and you think we really should apply the same ideas wherever we can. So that's what we're going to be talking about on the show today.
We'll be building our mailboxes and our flower boxes with brackets and posts that should be reminiscent of what we already have on the house. Well, these planters fit in here very, very well. In fact, just about perfectly. Once you get them in there, you'll see in all the plants and stuff, you won't have any gaps or spaces. But before we install this box for real, we want to hook this up to the home's irrigation system. Jeff Sutter's the guy who designed the overall plan, and that includes enough pipe to create 12 zones around the yard. Many of those are covered by sprinkler heads he specified for different parts of the landscape, but there's also some drip irrigation for more efficient watering of flowers and shrubs. Jeff is back now to show us how to extend the system into the flower box, so thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for having me. Good morning.
Okay. Do you want to talk us through the parts you have here?
Yes, I brought with me today just a kind of a small sampling of the drip components that are actually available. These are what we call our end-of-line emitters. These are going to measure the flow and give us exactly the quantity of water we want into each planting area. Up from there, this is the fitting that will be tying into the existing drip zone to feed the water supply for the window planter. This is the tubing we'll be using. It's 1/4-inch tubing. It's real flexible, easy to work with, easy to conceal. We've got small little ball valves here that will help us even further regulate it if needed.
Okay, and this will just get staked right into the flower box?
Yep, we've got some little stakes here. These will hold that tubing and emitter right where we want it to be.
Well, I guess the first thing we need to do is look for that line, right?
Absolutely, that's the first step, and we'll find that, and hopefully it'll be real easy to find here.
Yeah.
This drip line right now, it's in this mulch bed, which I'm assuming it's going to be pretty easy to find right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to find that line. We're going to have about a 1-foot area where we're going to put these connectors into, where each of the tubings will come up into the planter. So it'll be a little manifold right there. Go ahead and see how,
right in?
Yep, see how easy those are to poke right in there. We're going to punch 5 connectors into this existing drip zone. We're going to run our pipes under the mulch right here, and we're going to put these little regulator ball valves right next to this second post so the homeowner can pull this back if needed and get right at them. So here's our 5 distribution tubings that will be concealed inside the box.
Okay.
Come down through the channel and then connect it to the ball valves down below.
Okay. Should we put the flower box on now?
Yeah, so now we can put the flower box on. So now the next step, what we'll do is we'll get these tubings run behind the plastic planters. So when we put the planters in here, they'll be in the right spot.
Okay, we have our tubes up and our planters in, so what's the very first thing we do next?
Okay, next we're going to come to each planter. To keep everything as concealed as possible, we're going to put a T down here behind this box and T a small piece of tubing to about 1/3 and 1/3. And elbow over the top of the box, stake, emitter, everything will be real concealed behind the foliage of the flowers.
Great, and easy to access too.
Easy to access, we can pull them out, replant, they'll be real movable.
Okay.
As you can see with all the fittings that are available, every application could be a little bit different, so that's good for the wide variety of pieces and parts.
Okay, that's the assembly, so this is going to work pretty well, I think.
Yep, so once all these boxes are filled with soil, like this one is, we'll bring these tubings, will come up, we'll put the stakes down into the soil. It'll hold the emitters right where we want them in the box, and
foliage will cover all that.
Absolutely, once these plants go in, you won't see any of these tubings.
All right, looks like all we need now is some dirt and flowers, and this flower box will look really good.
Yep, it's all ready to go.
Yeah, thanks. Should we grab some more dirt for it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Before we get everything all cleaned up, we're going to want to test it, make sure it's all good, make sure the emitters are dripping the way they should before the plants go in.
Now the beauty here is when you want to install some new annuals for the upcoming season, you don't have to work here at the box. You can just pull out these little inserts, do your planting, stick them back in again, slide your emitters back into the dirt, and you're ready for another summer.
Well, not much in the way of mail yet, but you couldn't ask for a nicer place to drop it. With the boxes themselves and the cedar posts holding them up, I'd say this is the perfect combination of architecture and carpentry.
Couldn't agree more myself. Hopefully you do too. Well, until next time, I'm Dean Johnson.
And I'm Miriam Johnson. Thanks for watching.
See, how do you like how numbers turned out?